I think at this moment I can safely say Zanu PF is the succession dispute is almost drawing to climax levels. I mean, there is so much lashing out, especially on the other faction. There are so much activities done to provoke immediate response. It appears these guys will not have a peaceful December, and in December we will be working actually unpacking these issues, but I strongly believe they will. We are close to what we've been talking about. I think for the past 2 or so years, that now it is about to yield results. The infighting, the succession dispute, it's almost closed. It's almost until thing, and I've said it that Mnangagwa is going. And it will be because of his miscalculation. What they did yesterday in Harare, what the scenes that we saw, Kudwakwashe Tagwirei these days addresses more than 2 rallies, and that tells you the pressure that Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa is undergoing. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, Kudwakwashe Tagwirei yesterday addressing Zanu PF members, they acknowledged that there is corruption in Zanu PF, but promising that at a certain period of time they would be able not to tolerate corruption, which means at the moment they are actually tolerating it. Let me play this audio for you.
By 2030, corruption.
By 2030.
So we want to enforce anti-corruption and anti-money laundering laws to curb economic malpractices, such as speculation, arbitrage, and money laundering. The resolution here would come down. The CPA resolution, the economy of Zimbabwe is predominantly informal.
Okay, so he says by 2030 they want to make sure that there will be corruption-free Zimbabwe. Now, that statement on its own, what is he saying? He is acknowledging that at the moment there is corruption. They will only stop corruption by 2030. Just imagine that bravado or its lack of political IQ from the side of Kudwakwashe Tagwirei, because that statement of his is very, very dangerous. It's an acknowledgement that we are currently involved in corruption, but we will actually deal with this corruption by 2030. It will be the thing of the past. At the moment, we are still doing it, but 2030, that's when we want to make sure that we put laws that will prevent corruption, money laundering. It's an acknowledgement that we are indeed involved in corruption, and we are prepared to actually deal with corruption by 2030. Now, who wants to be the president of Zimbabwe? This is a person who wants to lead Zimbabwe. He is not talking about dealing with corruption or uprooting corruption now. He is talking about 2030, promising the people of Zimbabwe that this issue, of course, it's a problem. We acknowledged it after it was presentations were made during the conference, and we said by 2030 we would have dealt with corruption. We won't be tolerating corruption then. But for now, we will actually be tolerating corruption. What kind of political leadership is this? So you can see, and also here, Kudwakwashe Tagwirei being a busybody these days, addressing more than 2 rallies on a single day. Yesterday, what are they trying to do? What is Mnangagwa trying to do with Kudwakwashe Tagwirei? Remember, he is a product of the Harare province, so he is busy, and in my view and in my humble opinion, what Mnangagwa is seeking to do, he is actually presenting Kudwakwashe Tagwirei to the Zanu PF structures. We've seen they are giving him a new name now within Zanu PF. They are calling him Namoyapera. Because wherever he goes, he actually gives them, money to buy maybe a day's food. But I don't know how sustainable is that. They call him Namoyapera, which means poverty, I think, has ended, or hunger has ended. That is the new name that the Mnangagwa faction is giving him. And also, I think I've mentioned numerous times that yesterday they were actually taking pictures, circulating of Kudwakwashe Tagwirei. He is guarded by CIOs. He is guarded by, presidential guard. And the people who actually guard him, they have T-shirts similar to those who guard Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, written "Men believed." You see, men believed, ending with ED at the end. And he uses he travels with a convoy, a long convoy, almost synonymous to the convoy of Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. So it's quite clear that this is the anointed actually person to take over from Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, and I've said the reasons why Mnangagwa would actually prefer the presidency of Kudwakwashe Tagwirei rather than the presidency of retired General Chiwenga. He has done a lot of bad things to Chiwenga, but Chiwenga has been surviving. The mind-boggling question is, will he continue to survive? That is why Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa is also putting a mechanism in case this 2030 term extension is not achieved. They are pinning their hopes that they will be fielding Kudwakwashe Tagwirei to contest with retired General Chiwenga. But I've always said that when it comes to Zanu PF succession, don't ever deceive yourself that you can determine succession through voting, through conferences. This is just a sideshow that does not yield results. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can